every time you operate the finger of suspicion.
Your observation does you credit. The power it runs through the desk. The drawer, it is a logical choice for the switch to turn the machine on and off. So, the finger of suspicion is powered by the lamp through the wires hidden within the desk. Closing the desk drawer closes the circuit to allow the current to flow. Clue 5 is an easy one. Magnet.
The finger is controlled by a magnet you hold.
The magnet? It is here in my ring. There is a magnetic switch embedded beneath each of the oracle-like pronouncements. If the circuit is complete, a single movement controls the finger and the switch is thrown. The finger then comes to rest there. If the power to the switches is missing, the finger moves every which way as I move my hand, never settling in one spot. In this way, I did not need to leave my hand hovering suspiciously above the correct answer to your question. The switch is reset every time the circuit is broken, and the device is ready for the next. And the 6th clue, the telephone.
The telephone turns the device on.
It is as you say. You have proven your little grey cells are worthy of a final clue without hints. After the denouement on Seadrift Island, we will wrap up this last little mystery. The clue is code.
Some code I enter into the telephone.
Of course. Without it, the finger of suspicion will not point to the truth. Only he who dials the code on the telephone can make the finger operate correctly. And now, Hastings, when you are ready, we will return to Seadrift Island to speak with Mademoiselle Marshall. Prepare our trap for Monsieur Blatt and North, and enlist Colonel Weston's aid in their capture. It is late afternoon. Mademoiselle, it is good to see you looking so much recovered.
Thank you.
Captain Marshall, it is necessary that I speak with your daughter in private.
I can't allow that. She's still too weak.
It is of the utmost importance.
No.
Monsieur Poirot, I know what you want to speak to me about. I should like my father to remain.
Are you certain?
Yes, Daddy. Let Monsieur Poirot ask his questions. I need to answer, and you need to hear the answers.
Very well, Linda dear. Monsieur Poirot?
Mademoiselle, it is not true that you liked your stepmother.
No, I loathed her. She ignored me. That was all right. It's the way she treated Daddy I couldn't stand.
Did your father and your stepmother argue?
Daddy doesn't argue. He makes his point and then is done with it. But they often had differences of opinion.
At school, you believed an instructor killed Millie Parsons.
What?
You and your friends had been experimenting with voodoo?
The devil, you say? See here, Poirot. How dare you?
Mademoiselle?
Yes, Mr. Fell, he believed in it. He got us interested. We knew Miss Porter wouldn't believe me if I told her about me. About him grabbing her and the horrid things he said.
You decided to dispense justice on your own?
Yes. We fashioned a wax figure of him, got the nail clippings and the hair like the book said. Then did the ritual at the polo mat we had made.
A pole in the cleared circle?
Yes. It represents the center of the world. Power. Then we let him have it with the pins. It worked, Monsieur Poirot. You have to believe me, it worked.
Because he believed as well, mademoiselle. Only that. Miss Potter found out what about the voodoo?
She said we were persecuting Mr. Fell. I think she got suspicious herself, because she fired him at the end of term.
You wrote threatening letters to your stepmother?
I wanted to scare her.
So she would be more susceptible to your magic?
Yes. It sounds so stupid to say it like this.
No, mademoiselle. Children are often powerless to help those they love. But you had felt your power at school. Is it not so?
Yes, you're right, I did. I thought I could do something to stop her. And I stole Rosamond's typewriter and hid it in Mrs. Redfern's room, so she would be blamed for the notes. That was wicked, I know.
You created another doll.
This morning early, I went out to the monastery ruins and performed the ritual again. Je vous ai battu, je vous casse, je vous maudis. Then I came back here and burnt everything. A little later, I heard she was dead. Don't you see? I thought it had worked. Just like with Mr. Fell. But I didn't want her dead, not really. I just wanted her out of our lives. Forever.
Linda, dear. Oh, my child. I'm so sorry.
Mademoiselle, did anyone tell you to take your own life?
No. It seemed the only thing I could do.
I will list for you the things I have found.
All right.
The book of voodoo rituals, the key to the monk's door behind which you hid the wire recorder, the stick pin in the hat with some wax still adhering to it, the hairbrush, the melted wax in the fireplace, human hair burned in the fireplace, green fabric burned in the fireplace. That is all, I think.
But hang on. That's not right.
Something? It is missing?
No, that green fabric. I have no idea where that came from. I didn't burn that.
Do you see it, Hastings? Even as she puts the typewriter in the room of Christine Redfern to throw suspicion on her, someone has the same idea. As I said, the pieces of green fabric that do not match the hat of Mrs. Marshall are a significant clue. Mademoiselle, why did you try to take your own life?
After I talked to you, I came back to my room. I saw someone had been sifting through my fireplace. Then later, my puzzle box had been opened.
But Linda, you can't have believed, not really, that voodoo killed Arlena?
No, but I knew what would happen. Daddy, I know in spite of everything you loved her. And when the truth came out, and you found out what I had done, I knew you wouldn't love me anymore.
Oh, my dear girl, I'll always love you. If you believe nothing else, believe that.
Oh, Daddy, Daddy, I'm so sorry.
Hastings, we are done here.
Well, that's put paid to the compass, right enough. It's no good now.
Here is your compass, Monsieur Blatt. I thank you for allowing me to borrow it.
It's about bloody time, too.
cheese is in the trap.
Excellent. One more step only. Colonel Weston must be here to make the arrest.
Hello? Need the sea tractor, do you?
Yes, please?
On me way.
I run errands for the hotel guests when I can. I'll fetch things from Kingsbridge that they can't find at the chemists here in Leathercombe Bay. I've got my own motorboat that can take guests fishing too. Though with U-boats around these days, nobody wants to do much fishing.
You seem in a very good mood, young man.
I'm about to make 10 quid, and won't Gladys be pleased?
What is the source of your good fortune?
It's the funniest thing. One of the guests at the hotel is paying me to help play a joke on somebody. I'm to lay off the island this evening in my motorboat, and when he signals from the hotel tower, I'm to pick him up and run him over to Thurlestone. It's a surprise for someone, but I don't know any more than that.
We must learn more, Hastings. Who is paying you?
Oh, I can't tell you that, sir. I gave my word, and he wouldn't pay up if I said.
When is this joke to take place?
I've no idea. I'm just to wait off the south side of the island until I see a signal from the tower.